To start today's class. Today our topic will be population composition, which is from the same chapter, human resource, and this is the last topic we are going to learn today. After this topic, this particular chapter will be over and we will discuss the question answers of this chapter. Okay, so let's begin this particular topic, population composition. Population composition, what is the meaning of population composition? I hope everybody knows. Okay, let me tell you that this particular class divided into three segments. First part, we will discuss about the idea of population composition. In the second part, we are going to discuss about the concept of population pyramid. And the last part, we are going to discuss about the types of population pyramid and their features or importance, whatever we can say. Achha. So the first topic that we are going to learn today, that is population composition. Population composition is the basic structure of the population which tell us about the quality of the population of a country. For example, Bangladesh and Japan, both countries are densely populated country. Is it? Bangladesh and Japan both are densely populated country, but are they same in terms of quality? No. Which one is better? Japan is far better, far ahead, but both of them belong to the same continent. Which continent? Asia. And also they have approximately same density. Bangladesh is little bit more density than Japan, but both of them are densely populated state. That means they have population, huge population they have, but still Japan's population is far more better than Bangladesh. Now, what exactly the thing or what exactly the factors behind of this particular thing which decide the quality of the population? It is a question. So to learn the quality of the population, to know the quality of the population, we have to study population composition. Am I clear? See what is written first one point, population definition of the population composition. Population composition refers to the structure of the population. Second one, population composition is a tool that helps us to understand how population change and what that means for society. Third one, population composition helps us to understand the socio-economic development of a country. This is very important point. Socio-economic development of a country. Just like now only I gave one example of Bangladesh and Japan. Socio-economically, which one is developed? Japan. So if we study the population composition, then only we get an idea about the socio-economic development of a nation or of a country. Is it clear? Next one thing, population composition help us to understand cultural patterns also. Cultural patterns means what kind of language they are speaking. It is a part of culture, right? Similarly, what kind of religion they are following. This is the part of culture. So population composition also tell us about the cultural pattern of the country. Not only cultural pattern, political pattern also can be described through population composition. Am I clear to all? Up to here? So it is a basic idea about the population composition. Now, under population composition, there are major 5 elements. Under population composition, there are major 5 elements. Now, each of the elements I am going to discuss. Okay, in this particular presentation, that particular element's name is not written, so I am going to use the blackboard to show you the elements. Though you know the elements which are very important to determine the population composition. Okay. Number one element, can you guess? This is the number 1 element, age and sex composition. Number 2 element, Literacy rate is the another one component or element of population composition. Number 3, occupation type. It is another one element of population composition. Number 4, income. It can be another one element. Anyone, any other elements? Can you name it? Exactly, very good. Last one element is health condition or life expectancy, whatever you can tell. Because the health condition actually determined by life expectancy. So these are all 5 attributes or 5 components or elements of population composition. That means if we study these elements, we get an idea about the quality of the population. Whether the particular country's population is better, that means that particular countries come under developed one, developing one, or underdeveloped. These are the level of the countries. So this particular level can be determined after analyzing these components which are part of population composition. Clear? So each of the component in detail we are going to study in this particular class. So let me move to the presentation again. Yes. Here we were. Achha. First one, age composition. As we know, age and sex composition is one of the component of population composition. So let's learn about the age composition and after that sex composition. See, age composition. The age structure of population refers to the number of people of different age groups. That means in a country there are different age groups people are living. So it is actually discussed or it is actually studied under population composition. There are different age groups. Now this age group divided into 3 parts. You can see it divided into 3 groups. First one group which is called younger dependent population group or children starting from 0 to 14 years. Right? Now you decide that you are belong to which group? Probably younger dependent. Right or not? Second one category, working population or adult, 15 to 59. This particular age group considered under working age group. That means they are actually earning or they are able to earn. Right or not? So it is a working age group. Number 3, old or elderly dependent population, 60 years and above. This age group is known as elderly dependent. Right or not? So let me tell you, if in a country, you know already, if in a country dependent population if higher than the working age population, that particular country will be considered as a underdeveloped. Because developed country where we normally notice more working age group compared to dependent. If there is more working age group, that particular country's economy will be growing better. So that's it. So this particular age composition, clear to all? It is one of the attribute or one of the component of population composition. Moving to the next one component, sex composition. Sex composition is just nothing but about discussing about the number of males and female. That means out of 1000 male, how many females are there? It is called sex ratio. If the female percentage is good, higher, that means that ratio is balanced. With that means that particular country is developed. If that particular ratio is imbalanced, which is a sign of underdevelopment. It is seen that most of the developed country like USA, all the European countries over there, this particular sex ratio is good, balanced. Whereas it is seen most of the Asian countries, even we also, this particular sex ratio is imbalanced. That means number of female is compared to male is far less. It's clear? So sex ratio give us an idea about the male and female ratio of that particular country or of that particular place. Now see what is written over here. Sex ratio composition refers to the number of men and women in a country. It is taken out as a sex ratio, which is the ratio between number of men and women. Example, the sex ratio in India 2011 was 943 females per 1000 male. This one information important, note down. It is the sex ratio of India as per 2011 census. It is the sex ratio of India. That means out of 1000 male, how many females? 943 females, right? For your better knowledge, do you know that which one country in the world has highest sex ratio? No, it is a European country called Latvia. European country Latvia, where number of females more than number of males. Understood? Similarly, all the Middle East country, mainly Qatar. Have you heard the name Qatar? Over there, it is the lowest sex ratio. It is the lowest sex ratio over there. So, according to 2011 census, out of 1000 males, females are 943. Though this particular ratio has been increased. This ratio has been increased. See, in 2001, what was the ratio? 933 females per 1000 male. That means how many increase? 10 increase, which is a good sign. Which is a good sign, right? Achha. Moving to the next one, literacy rate. You know what is literacy rate, so I am not going to explain what is literacy rate. You know, according to 2011 census, India's literacy rate 74.04%. Right? That means literacy rate is also an important element which can determine the quality of the population. If a particular country's population is well literate, which is a good sign or not? Very good sign, exactly. Next one, occupation structure. You know that how many people are involved in different sectors, primary, secondary and tertiary. It is actually decided by the occupation structure. Now I would like to ask to Oishani, if more number of people in a country engaged in primary sector, that particular countries, it is a developed country will be considered, or it will be considered as developing or underdeveloped?
It will be considered as underdeveloping.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It is seen that those are the developed country like USA, like Japan. Over there, most of the people engage themselves either in secondary or tertiary sector. Very less number of people involved in primary sector. Whereas those are the underdeveloped and developing countries. It is opposite. That means more number of people engaged where? In primary sector compared to other two. Tertiary. See, in context of India, we can see the same scenario. See over here, primary sector 58% people are involved in primary. In secondary sector 4.2% people involved. Whereas in tertiary 37%. Okay, that means which one particular sector is growing right now? Primary is in still high position, but except primary, which one is growing? Tertiary is growing. Tertiary means service sector. Okay. Next one, health condition, which we always determine by life expectancy. That means average span of life. Here it is written, according to 2011 census of India, the average life expectancy 67.13 years, approximately 67 years. Okay, so our life expectancy 67 years, whereas Japan's life expectancy 81.05. Why this difference? Why this difference? Exactly, because their overall health better than us. Why? Because their health infrastructure, their food they are intaking, all better than us. That is why we are also improving, but not like Japan, right? Next one, slide This one to acha. Next part, we are moving to the next one part. So part means the first part has been end. Next one thing, part B, concept of population pyramid. Now all of you probably know that population pyramid is also known as H6 pyramid. Okay, it is a graph. It is a graph where we can show male population of a country and female population of a country at the same time through some histograms. Histograms, so you know, just like bar graph, bar diagram. So population pyramids, it is a graph which represent the different age group, number of males and females, of a country. Okay, now here you can see one particular pyramid example or picture is given over here. Here you can see this side, that means left hand side, which particular gender represent, and the right hand side, female. Here you can see the histograms. These are histograms belong to different age category. Here you can see the age category. Now here I specifically identified or mentioned that which one age category belong to younger dependent, which one age category belong to working age group, and which one age category belong to elderly dependent. As you know, right? Just few minutes ago I discussed this particular concept, right? So here we can see that in this particular pie diagram, younger dependent numbers are more. See, younger dependents, that this base of the pyramid is wide or narrow? Wide. So in the next part we are going to learn about this particular feature, that if the base is wide or if the top is wide or narrow, how it can determine the quality of the population. We are going to learn, and what exactly it's suggesting, right? Achha. First one point, let's read. A population pyramid is a graph that shows the age and gender distribution of a population. It is also known as H6 pyramid, as I have told. Second one, the shape of the population pyramid tells us the story of the people living in that particular country. Number 3, the number of children below 15 years are shown at the bottom and reflect the level of birth. That means this particular portion reflecting birth rate. This lower part is reflecting birth rate. Then which one part reflecting death rate? Top. This particular part reflecting death rate. Is it clear? See, the number of children below 15 years are shown at the bottom and reflect the level of births. The size of the top shows the number of aged people and reflect the number of deaths. So it's clear or not clear? So which one part reflects the birth rate? The bottom one. And the top part? Death rate. Is it clear or not clear? Here through this particular pyramid, what we can see? Birth rate is high or death rate is high? Birth rate is mainly high. Okay, means birth rate is more than death rate. Okay, though the death rate is also high, that particular part I am coming next. Last one, the population pyramid also tell us how many dependents there in a country and working age groups or economically active people. That also we are going to learn through this population pyramid. So these are all importance of population pyramid. That means population pyramid give us idea about the birth rate and death rate. Population pyramid give us idea about the dependent population and working age group population. Also overall population pyramid telling us about the level of economy of that particular country, whether the country is developed or developing or underdeveloped. Is it clear? Moving to the next one. Here, types of population pyramid. Very, very important, this one portion. Population pyramid can be classified into 3 categories. It is the main 3 category of population pyramid. So note down this. Population pyramid can be classified into 3 categories. Number 1, expanding population pyramid. This expanding population pyramid has, this particular expanding population pyramid has 2 stages. Stage 1 and stage 2. We are going to discuss about these 2 stages. Second one, constant or stable population pyramid. and the third one is declining population pyramid. So note down this one. Here you can see each of the population pyramid, how they exactly look like is given over here. How exactly they are different from each other is mentioned over here. You can see expanding population pyramid, how it look like. You can see stable population pyramid, how it looks like, and you can also see declining population pyramid, how it look like. Is it clear? Achha. Moving to the next one thing, detail of this type of population pyramid. First one, expanding population pyramid. Expanding population pyramid, population is increasing. That means expanding means population is increasing. Means which is positive growth or negative? Positive growth. Exactly. Now see, this type of pyramid have a wide base and narrow top, triangle shape representing high birth rate and death rate. See these two particular stage 1 and expanding stage 1 and stage 2. See both of one particular thing will be common here. See both of their base is wide, broader, and the top is quite narrow. Which one, stage 1 or stage 2, which one is narrow top? Most means narrower. Stage 1. That means in stage 1 birth rate is high, definitely. Death rate is also high. See in the stage 2 birth rate is high, definitely, but death rate is gradually declining. Right or not? So here stage 1, which one country will be fall in stage 1? See it is given. Some underdeveloped country like Kenya, Nigeria belong to stage 1 category, and India, China, these countries belongs to stage 2 category. Though China is right now not in the stage 2, but still we can consider it. But India definitely in stage 2 category. So India is also expanding, has a expanding population pyramid, but in which stage? Stage 2. That is why we are considered as a developing nation, not as an underdeveloped. We are a developing nation. So we are belonging to stage 2 because our health infrastructure is better than Kenya and other African countries. That is why we are able to reduce our death rates. Right or not? Clear? This one thing clear to all? Anyone having doubt? Moving to the next one topic. Stable population pyramid. Very important. This stable population pyramid also can be called constant population pyramid, stationary population pyramid, anything. So these are all synonymous words, as you know. See, stationary or stable population pyramid have an equal population in each group, which is very difficult. Next one, that's why the name stationary means the birth and death rates are equal and the population is neither increasing nor decreasing. Very important. This particular part is very important. That means neither increasing nor decreasing. That means zero population growth approximately. Okay. So this kind of countries or population pyramid is very hard to get. Though there are instances. Next one, the shape of the pyramid is bell shaped. So tell me, expanding pyramid is what shaped? Triangle shaped. Now this particular stable population pyramid is bell shaped. Very important line. So note down. Next one, this type of pyramids are generally of the developed country like America, Australia. Very, very important line. Mark it. Note down it. That means that this kind of population pyramid generally noticed in which countries? America, Australia. These countries have this particular type of population pyramid, which is balanced. Here you can see that the the birth rate is approximately controlled. The birth rate is neither decline nor high. Working age, see, it is always high. Working age group is high. That is why these countries are economically very developed, because they have the highest working age people. Okay, and also birth rate approximately controlled. death rate is also controlled. That means every stage there is a balance. In every level there is a balance. Right or not? That is why this particular pyramid is called stable population pyramid.
Sir, Japan comes under this.
No, Japan is not come under this particular category. I'm moving to that particular topic only. Okay, so right now we discuss two type of population pyramid. Number one, expanding. Number two, stable population pyramid. Any doubt from here? Moving to the next one topic. Declining population pyramid. See, this is the last type. This is the last type. These graphs are narrow at the base and show the decreasing size of the population. Very, very important. That means the previous stable one, it was neither decreasing nor increasing, but here decreasing. That population is decreasing. Now the question is, why population is decreasing? See this particular pyramid properly, population pyramid. See the lower part, the base of the pyramid, narrow or wide? Narrow. It's very narrow, right? So that means the birth rate is very low. Okay, so as the birth rate is very low, that means new population is not coming. New population is not being added, right? But the population is decreasing gradually, because those are the older people. They are high in number, and they gradually dying after a particular certain age, and there is nobody to replace the young generation. There is no young generation who can replace this working age group. That is why this particular population of this kind of countries where population is declining or decreasing. Like example, Japan. In Japan, the birth rate decline abruptly. The death rate is low. There is no question about it. But birth rate decline more than death rate. Birth rate decline more than death rate. That is why it is declining.
Sir, death rate?
Death rate to low. For example, I am giving one example. Suppose for out of 100 people, 10 people, birth rate is 10, death rate is 20. So it is decreasing or increasing? That means 10 extra people dying. 10 extra number of people dying every year. It's just an example, just an assumption. So that means population is declining over there, right or not? Clear? So let's read. These graphs are narrow at the base and shows decreasing size of the population. These graphs are urn-shaped. Declining population pyramid, as the name itself suggests that the population is decreasing here. This type of pyramids show declining birth rate, means low fertility rate, high life expectancy and low mortality rate. Very important, this line. That means in Japan, birth rate is low, death rate is also low, life expectancy very high. What is the life expectancy by the way? 81.04. Okay, this type of graph is seen in Japan. Clear? So now we discussed all the type of population pyramid, their nature, their features, everything we discussed. So out of this part, any of the topic, any of the part, anyone could not understand, raise your hand.
So what is low mortality rate?
Low mortality means death rate. Mortality means death. Low death rate. Any of the part, anybody could not understand? Shaptangshu? Okay. So let's move to the next one part. Next one part, question answers part. Okay. First one question. Can you read? The first question, Soham.
Yes, sir.
First question, read.
Which one of the following is not a factor of population composition?
Which one will be?
Income, occupation, birth rate and literacy. Sir, it is sir, literacy rate is a composition.
Part of composition. Then which is not? It is asked which is not.
Sir, birth rate.
Exactly. Birth rate is not. Is he right?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So birth rate is the correct answer for this question. Clear to all? Achha. Next one. This one question. Drishan, you answer. You answer. Which of the following option is reflected by the population pyramid of Japan? Will I zoom it?
Sir, DD, low birth and low death.
Okay. Are you all agree?
Yes.
Yes. Correct answer will be low birth and low death rates, because in Japan we know birth rate is also low as well as death rate low. Sit down. Thank you. Next one. Who wants to answer this question? Okay, Shobhab, go try. Which one of the following country has the constant pyramid? Constant means neither increasing nor decreasing. Correct answer. Very good. USA is the correct one. In USA, it is a stable population pyramid. We know over there neither population increasing nor decreasing. Right? So it is the answer for the question number 3. Achha. Rest of the question number 4 and number 5 we will write down in the copy. But before that, let me discuss this particular number 4 question. Number 5 question you are going to write. Write a comparison between population pyramid of Nigeria and Japan. Only one thing I am going to ask you. Rest of the thing you are going to write. Paul. Nigeria. Which type of population pyramid Nigeria has? Which type of population pyramid Nigeria has? Will I give option? Expanding, constant or stable, or declining? Expanding. Very good. Anushka, Japan, do you know which type of population pyramid Japan has? Declining population pyramid. So I hope everyone can write this particular answers. This question number 4 and 5 answers. So start writing the answer in the copy. Take out the copy. Copy the question first. Write the question first. Then below the question, write the answers. Okay.